Okay, time to start addressing this, guys. I gained weight. Not all of it, not a lot of it, but I did gain weight back. And instead of spiraling or starting some extreme plan, I'm just gonna go back to basics. Because the truth is, what was working before can work again. So, hi, welcome back to my channel. Where to start? So, I guess I should start here. So, recently, like last month, middle of last month, I had some medication changes. And that was after my weight had already gone up due to inflammation, probably from traveling. I travel quite frequently. It's just like an everyday, like a normal thing for me. And I could have panicked initially, but I was saying I wasn't going to panic. And I think that was the right choice at the time. But the water weight wasn't going away after a few weeks. I did start the gym, so I was like, okay, maybe it's just a little delayed. Okay, like, that's okay. But then it still didn't go away. Okay, and then I was like, okay, now it's been a while. And what else can be, what else can be causing this? And I talked to my doctor, and he reminded me about the medication change, and with that type of medication, weight gain typically does occur. So, I'm glad I didn't panic at the time, but now I'm just sitting here like, okay, well then, what worked best for me? Because I was my lowest weight in December. Right now I'm sitting at basically where I was in like October. So that means like 6 months was like, I don't want to say it was in vain, but I just feel like I backtracked like 6 months, and that's a little disheartening. But in December I had really good flow going on. Like I was just like vibing. I had such a good flow. I wasn't overthinking food. I wasn't like restricting anything like crazy. I was just paying attention, and I was being mindful, and I was just so busy because Vlogmas was in December, guys. Okay, but yeah, I think I was just more mindful. Like, was I actually hungry? Am I full? Do I really need this, or do I just want this? Like those types of like little questions. You know, anytime I would just like think like, oh, like I could, do this. It's like, well, am I eating out of like? Because sometimes I'll just eat out of boredom. Not very often, but that was definitely a past habit of mine, like years ago. And I think in December, I was just moving so much, and there was no boredom because it was Vlogmas. I still don't really snack now either, so I mean, there is that. But clearly, I must have been drifting away from what was working. I decided to change up and add more protein and try to start counting calories, and I think I just put too much on my plate. And both in like the literal and figural, like speaking figuratively as well, in both senses of the word. Yeah, no pun intended, both ways actually, both ways, guys. But yeah, I guess I just drifted, and I was so focused on macros and calories and not the intuitive eating that I was doing before that was working. So I'm going to go back to intuitive eating. It's not perfect eating for sure, but it's not strict. I'm just aware of what I'm eating. And I'm not trying to add in calories to add in proteins to hit a macro goal that doesn't even matter. So I decided to kind of do a nice little December like recap, reflection, whatever you'd like to call it, okay? I went ahead and I went back and I was like, okay, like what was I doing really in December that I'm not doing now, or that has changed, or what are we dealing with here, right? And in December I read a list. So the first thing, okay? I haven't been drinking my coffee. I was having coffee in Oaxaca, and then I just kind of stopped having my coffee. like, yeah, I haven't really had coffee since I got here. I had like a cup here and there randomly, but I haven't been consistent with my morning cup of coffee. Um, yeah, I don't know why I stopped, to be honest. Um, I'm such a like coffee goer. So I don't really have a reason why I stopped. I mean, I did start drinking a lot of tea. I guess maybe it's because the tea was cold, and here at the beach it's really hot, so I was having nice cold tea and not hot coffee. Um, yeah, that I really don't know why, guys. But the coffee actually like was helping me because it is like a natural appetite suppressant, I think, and it gave me the energy that I needed to get through every day. And I think that was like I was discounting it so much. I think I need to start having my coffee again. Okay, like I think I just need to start having it. I need to add it back in, not as like a crutch, but just like as like a tool. And I think that's yeah. I think that's where I started going wrong because I stopped coffee like when I got here because I was like, ooh, it's like a hot beverage, and the apartment's hot, and I wanted something cold, so I was going for iced tea. But I think I need the coffee. Okay, second thing that was working for me that I have fallen off of. I don't want to say I stopped it because I still volume eating. Okay, I'm that like avid volume eater. Like I need to feel full. I was eating so many vegetables, right? When it was colder, I was making so many soups. So like chicken soup or vegetable soup. I like soup when it's cold. And yeah, now I'm not really wanting soup. But I think having all those vegetables was so filling because it had all that fiber. But now, like I said, I don't really want soup. It's hot in the apartment here at the beach. I don't really want hot. But I also don't want to like live off salads. Like that's not an option either for me. Because I'll just end up dousing that in ranch. If I could find like a good ranch, I would just end up dousing that salad in ranch. So there's no, like that would not help me actually. But like, you know, so yeah, I need to do like sheet pan meals. I have an oven here, so that could work. I'm still doing my eggs with like tons of vegetables. Shishiko would still work for breakfast. Stir fries could work. There's plenty of things that I can just add a crap ton of veggies to stay full. So that's one thing I'm going to have to focus on until it becomes like second nature again. Because basically I just don't want to feel like I'm eating diet food, but I want to feel like satisfied. I want to be able to have high volume, and I want high fiber, you know, to get that satiation that I need to have. Like I need that fullness factor. I just need it. So that's how I'm going to get it. Yeah, so we're just going to have to incorporate more vegetables. I already incorporate a lot of vegetables, but I just need to increase it even more. And then out of my like top 3 things, the third one is adjusting my activity level. So yeah, I'm going to the gym, I'm doing weights, I'm doing arms and legs and whatever lifting, but I'm not getting as many steps as I was before. So I need more steps, more like cardio. Yeah, because during Vlogmas, I mean, I was constantly active. I was all over the place. Now it's just it's not the same. So that means that I don't need like as much fuel for my body. So I just need to like make those adjustments. So no, like I need to make sure those portions are intentionally like being eaten, and I need to be intentional about movement. So those are going to be like my 3 things that I'm going to go ahead and try to get implemented, like and like reincorporated into my routine. But yeah, right now my goal is actually pretty simple. My goal is to lose 15 pounds. That pushes me over 100 pounds total lost. And I'm not going to rush the 15 pounds. I'm just going to be getting back to what was working before. I am going to be heading to Belize here in a few weeks. If you guys have any suggestions, put them down below for me. appreciate it. Thanks. And yeah, there's not going to be any like extremes. There's no starting over. But yeah, just those small shifts back to my baseline. Because sometimes that's all you need. Getting back to baseline, getting back to the basics. So tell me down below, what is one of the basics that you know works for you, that you've probably been ignoring lately? And just be honest. I actually do want to know, because maybe I didn't think of that as one of my top 3, but maybe it made my list too. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.